I'm loving this. This is magic. What you saw was my reaction 2 weeks back when I first created my new workspace. The greatest thing about Notion and the most daunting thing is the blank canvas with which you start with. Sometimes that makes things very hard. The goal here is to keep your information clean but flexible and easy to use. Let's divide the entire topic into two parts. The first one is around the layout, the pretty things, icons, colors, aesthetics, and the navigation. The second one is about the information and the overall value and the usability. For a layout, you need to ask yourself two fundamental questions. Whom are you building the Notion workspace for? And what's the value you expect to create for that person? You could be building the workspace for yourself, for your personal use, for your business or work, for a corporate or for a client, for studying since you're a student. I'm not asking you to choose one, but it's important to understand this first before you move forward. For yourself, you could be wanting a calendar, a task manager, a finance planner, a journal, a habit tracker, a wiki, an idea board, or a read it later repository. As a student, it could be the semester calendar, the subjects, the class notes, etc. If it's for your business, it could be the projects that you want to track, your vision, your mission, your goals, your business strategy, your business ideas, your products or services, or an employee directory, for example. If you're building this out for a company, you could be incorporating policies like HR, travel, or it could be something like building out a wiki base. Or it could be any of the others that I spoke about before. You want to use the power of databases and master databases as much as you can. For maximum gain, lay this all out on a piece of paper, preferably before you dig deep into Notion. What I did was I converted this into a proper map inside of Notion. Think of Notion like a website. You dive deeper into a topic as you go inside. To design projects, you may consider using the para method that many have spoken about in their YouTube videos. Over time, you will realize that there's a hybrid system that works best, rather than strictly follow the para method. I like designing my workspace like the sitemap of a website. That helps me navigate from one part to another without any hierarchy. Just see how quick it is. I follow my 6 golden rules for Notion design. Rule number 1. Does the page draw you towards a focal point, the start of the viewer's journey? It could be a shape, an image, or typography. Rule number 2. How are you bringing in contrast in the layout? What's standing out? It could be an image, a typeface, a color, or something else. Rule number 3. Design elements that have relationships, require proximity, distance, lines, or demarcators, and are useful to identify different groups of workspaces. Rule number 4. Allow your layouts to have negative space to give it an uncluttered feel and room to breathe. Rule number 5. Does the page feel aligned and symmetrical? Rule number 6. Create master databases unless that specific database has completely different requirements. These are specific design choices based on your use case. I keep my tasks database and YouTube projects separate. When you use all these rules, you arrive at 3 layers for your workspace: structure, style, and behavior. Too deep a structure causes significant user frustration, while too shallow a structure could make the workspace lose focus. The ideal combination could be about 4 layers deep and taking full advantage of the sidebar. I've designed everything around my homepage that I call as Basecamp. If you want to come back, then the easiest thing to do is to come back to the Basecamp. If I want to navigate between one deeply embedded page and another, then I use the map. The map, as you can see, is pinned to my favorites. Every day as I start work, I get to see the one thing that I need to get out of the way today. This shows me the one thing that I need to do for today and for this week, including all the overdue items. As I dive deeper, you will notice my taskbar that contains today, the week, the calendar, the bill pay, habits, and the journal. If you check out my video around Notion task management linked above, you can configure this for yourself. If you notice, I love creating links from the Basecamp to take me wherever I want to go. On the top navigation bar, you will notice that I have Murali, Author, YouTube, Academy, and Read. Murali takes me to all of my personal information. Author takes me to my role as an author, on the book manuscript, the contract, and all other information. YouTube takes me into my YouTube project information, including my annual goals and my YouTube strategy. Academy takes me straight into the courses that I am designing for you guys on platforms like Skillshare and Udemy. Read takes me into the Read Me Later web-clipped database. At the heart of everything in the middle, you will find something called Life, where I've got all the 4 items related to my life. For myself, for my business, for my family, or for my home. At the bottom, you will notice that I have 4 resource links. One is the map that I've been speaking to you guys quite a lot. The second is the contact, which is my CRM database that allows me to keep my contact list in one place, along with the correspondence and the last connected dates. The wiki is the knowledge forest that houses all of my information around my life. The Notion resources section houses my formulae and other critical links that I use regularly to improve on my Notion workspace. So that's my workspace structure. Styling a page creates the element of fun in the workspace. Let's look at what Notion naturally provides. Did you know that there are 3 standard fonts available in Notion? Default, Serif, and Mono. Did you know that they are configurable by page? Similarly, there are colors, page width, markdowns, etc. You can also lay out your information by columns, by database tables that look like Excel sheets, a board, a list, a calendar, or a gallery. You can choose to show the page contents inside the gallery, or a cover photo, or just keep it plain. You can also change sizes. There are a ton of templates inside Notion allowing you to speed the creation of your pages. And what's more, there's a ton of icons to choose from both inside or third party. Notion has secrets, allowing you to alter the way it looks or behaves. I've also done another video on it. You can choose to look at it from the above link or play this off my Notion playlist, How I Use Notion. The behavior is how you want the user to respond. You may want to create a task manager, a project manager, a journal, a wiki, or something else. So the value is provided from here. To provide that value, it's essential to understand how to create and use pages, databases, and template buttons as examples. Let's take a quick example of my YouTube videos, which I release every week. Every YouTube video is a project. Each project has 41 defined steps or tasks. Each project comes to me from my idea board, where I review YouTube ideas. Some YouTube ideas come to me from the Read Me Later web-clipped pages. Each step has a questionnaire that I need to fill up to ensure that the task is complete. My resources for YouTube are embedded into the tasks so that I can access them when I need them. If you're not yet part of this community, do consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the bell icon and stay notified of all new videos. If you like the video, consider sharing it with your friends. Stay safe, stay healthy, peace.